In the dense, shadowy underbrush of the rainforest, a chilling scene unfolds. A monkey, once a lively creature swinging through the trees, now finds itself in a nightmarish predicament. Its fur, usually a vibrant tapestry of browns and blacks, is matted and stained, revealing a gruesome wound that has become a breeding ground for a swarm of insects. The sight is enough to make even the most seasoned naturalist recoil in horror. This is not just a simple injury. It is a grotesque testament to the relentless cycle of life and death in the wild, where survival often comes at a gruesome cost. As we zoom in on the monkey, we can see the wound pulsating with life, a dark, gaping hole that seems to breathe. The edges are raw and inflamed, a vivid red that contrasts sharply with the surrounding fur. Flies buzz incessantly, drawn to the scent of decay, their tiny bodies flitting in and out of the wound as if it were a portal to another world. This is the reality of insect infestation, a phenomenon that can turn a living creature into a host for a multitude of parasites. The monkey, in its suffering, becomes a microcosm of nature's darker side, where beauty and horror coexist in a delicate balance. Insects, often dismissed as mere nuisances, are nature's most efficient recyclers. They play a crucial role in breaking down organic matter, but in this case, they have taken on a more sinister role. The wound is not just a site of injury. It is a banquet for maggots, the larvae of flies that thrive in decaying flesh. As they burrow deeper into the monkey's flesh, they consume it from the inside out, a gruesome feast that is both fascinating and repulsive. The maggots, with their wriggling bodies, are nature's cleanup crew, but their presence signifies a grim reality. The monkey's body is no longer its own. It has become a host, a living graveyard. The infestation is not merely a result of the monkey's injury. It is in the frigid depths of the Arctic Ocean, a haunting figure glides through the dark waters. The white whale, or beluga, known for its graceful form and ethereal presence. Yet, beneath this serene exterior lies a grotesque reality, a horrific wound that has festered into a gruesome spectacle, a testimony to nature's brutal indifference. This is the story of clam infestation, where the very creatures that should live in harmony with the elegant beluga become the agents of its torment. Sure, a celestial being, marred by nature's cruel jest, covered in clams clinging desperately to its skin, creating a vivid tableau of suffering intertwined with the very essence of life. The clams, small mollusks ordinarily found in sandy beds, have transformed into a plague, drilling into the soft tissue of the whale and establishing a grotesque colony on its back. With each pulsing wave of the ocean, these creatures burrow deeper, their shells cutting into the delicate skin, leaching nutrients and life from their host. But how does such an infestation occur? When a whale suffers from poor health, often a consequence of climate change, pollution, or even the hunt for food, it becomes vulnerable to opportunistic organisms like clams. In moments of weakness, these insidious creatures seize the chance to invade, multiplying at an alarming rate, turning the whale into a floating buffet. As we observe this tragedy, driven by the relentless cycle of life and death in the natural world, one cannot help but wince at the sight of the clams feasting on their in the heart of the African savanna, where the sun scorches the earth and the air is thick with the sounds of life. We encounter a sight that is both shocking and haunting. A leopard, the epitome of grace and power, now lies vulnerable and suffering. Its once majestic form is marred by a horrific wound, a gaping void where the flesh has been devoured by an infestation of bees. This is not a scene from a horror film. It is a grim reality that underscores the fragility of life in the wild. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is drawn into the grotesque tableau. The leopard's fur is matted with dried blood, and the wound is a pulsating mass of writhing bees, their tiny bodies working tirelessly to extract sustenance from the very essence of the leopard itself. It is a visceral reminder of nature's brutal cycle, a predator, now prey to an army of the smallest creatures. The infestation of bees on this leopard is a phenomenon that raises many questions. How did this happen? What led to this grotesque relationship between a magnificent beast and its diminutive tormentors? The answer lies in the delicate balance of ecosystems, where the actions of one species can have devastating effects on another. Bees, typically known for their role in pollination and honey production, can occasionally become parasitic, especially when their colonies are disturbed or threatened. In this case, it is likely that the leopard, while hunting or resting, inadvertently disturbed a hive. The bees, perceiving the leopard as a threat, retaliated with a vengeance, stinging the creature repeatedly until it succumbed to the pain and disorientation. As we delve deeper into this dark narrative, we must confront the unsettling reality of what happens next. The bees, driven by instinct, are not merely attacking, they are colonizing. The leopard's body becomes a new habitat for the hive, a grotesque nursery where larvae thrive in the warmth of the decaying flesh. The buzzing sound of the bees is a chilling soundtrack to this macabre scene as they tirelessly work to expand their territory. The wound, once a mere injury, transforms into a hive of activity, a living testament to the cycle of life and death. The leopard, once a symbol of strength, now embodies the fragility of existence, caught in a web of nature's unyielding laws. This dark turn of events forces us to confront the ethical implications of our relationship with nature. As humans encroach upon natural habitats, we disrupt the delicate balance that allows ecosystems to thrive. The leopard's plight serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of our actions. In our quest for progress, we often forget that we are part of a larger web of life, where each thread is interconnected. The bees, in this case, are not the villains. They are merely responding to the chaos that humans have sown. As the documentary unfolds, the viewer is left to ponder the moral of this gruesome tale. Are we, in our pursuit of development, creating environments where such horrors can occur? The leopard's suffering is a reflection of our own ignorance, a dark mirror that forces us to examine our role in the natural world. The bees are simply doing what bees do, yet their actions have led to the downfall of one of nature's most formidable predators. In a twist of dark humor, one might say that while the leopard may have been the king of the jungle, it has now become an unwitting host for a buzzing colony of tiny tyrants. The irony is not lost on us. In the grand scheme of life, even the mightiest can fall prey to the smallest. As we conclude this unsettling exploration, we are left with a profound sense of unease and a call to action. We must remember that our actions have consequences, and in the intricate dance of life, we are all players, some more fortunate than others. In the heart of a desolate pasture, a striking white horse stands, its majestic coat marred by a grotesque sight that would make even the stoutest of hearts shudder. A barnacle wound, an affliction more commonly associated with the rocky shores of the ocean, has taken root on this noble creature's flank, transforming beauty into horror. As the camera zooms in, the barnacles, resembling grotesque growths, cling tightly to the horse's skin, their hard, shell-like exteriors glistening ominously in the sunlight. This shocking spectacle begs the question, how did this happen? The answer lies in the unsettling world of barnacle infestation, a phenomenon that, while revolting, reveals the intricate and often brutal dance of life and survival in nature. Barnacles, typically found on ships and rocks, are crustaceans that latch onto surfaces in a quest